Through Psych Lens, we break down the everyday behaviors most people overlook, those quiet habits, hidden patterns, and unspoken choices that reveal how the mind truly works. Today's topic is one you probably lived through without ever questioning. So let's focus in and uncover the psychology behind it. Ever observe how certain individuals will try anything to dodge a voice call? You message them, and they answer immediately, yet ring them up, and suddenly they are missing in action. Meanwhile, different folks wish to hear your actual voice for every little thing, even merely to state, "I am 5 minutes away." So, what is the psychology driving this? Why do specific people feel much more at ease typing out words rather than vocalizing them? And what does your distinct preference actually unveil regarding how your mind functions? Stay here, because what you find out might clarify why you've been dodging a specific call right now. Let's begin with a fact most people fail to see. Texting isn't merely easy. For many, it is emotionally more secure. When you are on a voice call, everything occurs in the present moment. Your phrasing, your pitch, your hesitations, all of it is instant. There is no undue key, no space to ponder. You must answer as ideas shape. And for folks who feel emotions intensely, that strain feels crushing. However, texting grants you command. You can read the note, dwell on it, consider your reply, edit it 3 times, and then finally transmit it when it feels accurate. That is not laziness. That is emotional regulation. Psychologically, individuals who favor texting frequently possess something known as high cognitive load sensitivity. Their minds struggle to decode data, tone, and feelings all at once. A voice conversation tosses all of that at them together. The other person's vibe, the quiet between words, the pressure to plug holes in the chat. It is like juggling while somebody asks you algebra queries. Texting deletes that mess. It permits them to center on the note without sinking in the delivery. Yet here is where it goes deeper. People who choose texting are frequently deeply introspective. They deliberate before they talk, occasionally too much. In a live chat, that lag can feel weird. They stop to pick the correct terms, and the other individual guesses they are puzzled or bored. But in a text, that identical pause is unseen. They can utilize all the time they require, and nobody judges the silence. That is why for them texting does not feel remote. It feels truthful because they're offering you the most real version of their ideas, not the hurried, half-ready version a call would squeeze out of them. Then there is the overstimulation aspect. Calls are not just about terms. They arrive with noise, disruption, and uncertainty. You do not know the duration. You do not know what the person will drone on, or if you must steer through a weird quiet. For folks with sensory sensitivity or social anxiety, that randomness is draining. Texting is built with structure. You speak, they reply. There's a beat. There is room. You are not caught in real-time stress. And let's discuss something most folks miss. Texting builds emotional distance, but not in a negative sense. It gives humans room to breathe. When you are texting, you are not acting. You are not controlling facial looks or vocal pitch. You are simply you and your text. For introverts or highly self-aware folks, that gap isn't coldness. It is safety. They can be open without feeling naked. They can state, "I am hurting," without hearing their voice snap. Sometimes the most truthful chats occur through a display because the glass takes away the terror of being watched while cracking. But here is the intriguing reverse side. Some folks detest texting because it feels unfinished. They require tone to grasp the point. They need to hear hesitation or joy or irony in a person's voice. For them, text feels dull, like reading sheet music without hearing it. But folks who like texting do not feel it that way. They read feeling between the lines. They spot the wait before response. They feel the mood through punctuation. A dot feels distinct from an exclamation point. Okay, feels distinct from K. They are not missing the feeling. They are decoding it differently. Science supports this too. Research proves that folks who favor texting often possess higher written verbal intelligence. They think in full phrases. They handle language visually. Their mind activates more when reading than when hearing. So for them, texting is not a settlement. It is their native style of contact. It is like asking a player to explain a melody in words rather than performing it. It just does not transfer the same way. There's also a control factor. When you are texting, you rule the stream. You can step back if you must. You can close the chat when you are depleted. You do not have to feign spirit or zeal when you do not possess it. Calls require presence, even when you have zero left to offer. But a text can wait. It honors limits without needing a reason. And for people who treasure their emotional fuel, that respect feels like kindness. Now, does this signify people who like texting are dodging bonds? Not at all. In truth, many of them bond more profoundly via text than others do via calls. Because when they text, they are deliberate. They think about what they are stating. They pick words with care. They give you their total focus in writing, even if they cannot give it in voice. That is not distance. That is presence in a distinct shape. But here is something you must know. Preferring texting does not mean hating humans. It means guarding your peace. It means picking contact that does not deplete you. It means valuing clarity over pace. And in a world that praises constant access, picking texting is truly an act of self-awareness. You're stating, I will show up, but in a specific way that lets me show up completely. So, next time somebody asks, why don't you simply call? Or, texting feels so cold. Recall this. Connection is not weighed by volume. It is weighed by presence. Some folks are loudest in silence. Some people love deepest through words on a screen. And that is not a defect. That is just how their heart learned to speak. Are you someone who likes texting or talking? Tell me in the comments. I want to see how many of us communicate better in writing. If this video made you think differently, hit subscribe. We explore psychology that actually explains you. And do not forget to like the video. It helps more people discover content like this.